This channel supports St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children and is a part of their Play Live charity drive. For more information on how to join as well as how to donate, please head to the description and click the link at the top of it. Remember, any and all support is appreciated, so feel free to give and support in any way you can. Thank you for your participation. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and back to doing the Walking Dead reviews. Season 6, Episode 9. The return from the break, and goddamn, good show. Good fucking show. Of course, I know a lot of people who complain about there's not enough action. You should be completely satisfied because they went nuts with the goddamn action. You got what you wanted. You got zombie deaths. You got fighting, all that stuff. But for me, it was good in places that necessarily didn't actually involve fighting per se. It also satisfied me in the fact that I got to see some moments from the comic book that I really was looking forward to, but we'll get to that in a moment. At least one. I think we're gonna get more as time goes on, especially with the introduction of the character Negan, like I said in my Let's Discuss video. But anyway, so we're back at the town where at the end of the mid-season finale, you saw all hell break loose. The Wanderers or whatever. Okay, so Negan's people are the saviors. I remember that now. I think these are I forget what they call these guys because they show up sometime after in the comics. I can't remember when, but anyway, that's besides the point. So those crazy guys broke in and they caused an accident where the gate had a hole in it. We see zombies flooding into the city of Alexandria, and everybody's hiding and stuff like that. Rick and them house gets flooded and they have to leave. They decide to put on some zombie blood and stuff like that so they can pretend to be zombies and try to escape the house. Now, what I thought was going to happen did happen, was that little fucking boy talking about mom. Well, he didn't get him killed when he said that shit, which I was surprised. That should have got them swarmed on right then because he was drawing noise to the group, idiot. But he all of a sudden started to remember something that Carol taught him, and he started to get shook and scared. And it's funny because in this episode, you find out like, Carol is actually super fucked up, more than you realize, and that when Rick sent her away a couple of seasons ago, that was probably the best thing he could have done because she's pretty much, as crazy as Rick has gotten over the past few seasons, there still seem to be some type of tie to humanity. I feel like Carol is the one who's actually losing all her strengths to humanity. But we'll get to that in a second. You remember the conversation when she told the kid, "You're gonna die, you're gonna get eaten," and all that, and he just got really scared, started crying because he's a dumb little kid. And of course, he started yelling out, and zombies, they noticed him and they fucking ate his ass. That caused his mom to start screaming, drawing more attention. She got her ass ate. And then the older brother, of course, he's already fucked up in the head because he's mad at Rick for killing his dad, because his dad fucking killed a guy for no reason and tried to kill him. So he was going to shoot Rick. Michonne stabs him and the shot goes off. And there's where I get my comic moment, not in the way that I actually thought it was going to happen. It didn't happen the exact way it did in the comic books, but it was actually pretty damn cool to see Carl with that eye shot out. That was crazy. And then you see like Rick, Michelle, they got to fight their way out of the situation so they can get Carl back. Now I skipped over a good bit, but I just wanted to speak about that first because that was my big moment. Now let's flash all the way back to the beginning where we go back to the scene where Negan's people are coming after Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha. And they got them hemmed up, and he's talking shit to them and all of that, telling them he's going to take all their stuff. And it's like, you know, give me your guns and all that. I love the line that he said about, like, when you have to eat shit, don't nibble at it. Bite, chew, swallow, repeat. Just get it over it, basically. He's like, don't play around, don't dick around, because it's just going to make shit worse. It basically was the gist of that. Because Abraham looked like he was not in the mood. He was so not in the mood to be like treated like that. But dude, you know, they had guns and shit like that. What were you gonna do? Anyway, so he sends Daryl in the back with one of his people while he's talking shit to Sasha and Abraham. He's talking about he's gonna kill him and whatnot and everything. And you know, Sasha's like, wait, and Abraham's like, whatever. And she's like, no, I'm trying to stop him. And he's like, okay, I'm not gonna kill you. And he's like, nah, you know what, I am. And all of a sudden, you just hear like boom. I had to rewind it because I like watched it recorded. I had to rewind it. It was like, what the fuck? Yo, so clearly Daryl beat the shit out of dude, and I guess the scuffle wasn't loud enough to be heard. Either way, he beat the shit out of dude and pulled that rocket launcher from the back of the truck that Abraham had picked off of the soldier's body back when him and Sasha were hiding out in the previous episode. But yo, the explosion, that shit was like crazy. And you see dude's head laying on the ground and stuff like that. I'm going to assume that wasn't Dwight, by the way. If it was, then farewell, Dwight. I hope they didn't kill off Dwight because he has a pivotal role in the city. I mean, thinking back when Daryl was with those people who were trying to run away from Negan's group, it didn't look like him from, like, that's what he would look like, because you only really saw him from the back. So I'm assuming Dwight's still around. But this is definitely going to draw the attention to Negan, because Negan's going to find the people. They're going to wonder who the fuck did this shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, so Daryl and them, they're heading back home. We got Glenn and the little chick. They're outside trying to figure out how to get in. You also have the, you know, sort of fallout between Carol and Morgan. So they wake up because if you remember episode 8, dude from that crazy group, he escaped with the chick who's the doctor right now for the community. And Carol's of course mad at Morgan and all that. Morgan, he's kind of, you know, disappointed in the fact of what happened and everything, but we get interaction between dude and the doctor, and she's just like, you know, whatever, we, you know, I'm not trying to do this, and he's just like, oh, we're gonna escape and all that. He's talking shit, his crazy shit, but it's like apparently Morgan got to him, or maybe the doctor, because he was like, you know, I need you alive and all that because you helped me and everything. And she was just like, no, whatever, you just don't care and all that. I guess her words got to him, because later you'll find out that, hey, he actually was moved by them. Because after Rick, right before Rick and them had their little ordeal with that little bastard, fucking little kid, come on, what's up with you being loud? Anyway, he's trying to escape with her. And while they're trying to make a run for the tower, she gets caught up in the zombies. He runs back and saves her and gets bit. And then she's like, yo, let's go to the infirmary. I'll save you. And he's like, okay, Clearly, something in him changed because he was like, when they were hiding, he was like, I had a clear path. I could have got away. And she was like, well, clearly, you do care a little, it seems. And things like that. Maybe you are changing and all that. And he just has to look at his face and was like, shit. And it's like she along with Morgan kind of sort of helped remind him of his humanity, something that he lost, because he was talking to her before, talking about how I wasn't born the way I'm acting now, this wasn't me and all of that. So clearly, their words got to him. It was cool to see that transition. It sucks though, because as they're trying to get back to the infirmary, they get swarmed by some more zombies. He's like, fuck it, you run, I'll take care of this. And he's trying to save her. And then Carol sees him and shoots his fucking ass. So Carol's probably in her mind thinking, good, I saved the doctor. When no, you kind of didn't. Dude saved her ass. You just killed him when she was trying to actually save another human life. But Carol's so far gone that her thing is, if you're not a part of her group, a part of the people who she particularly cares about, she don't give a fuck about another human being, really. That's why she's able to flip the switch on and off with those people in Alexandria. She's so sweet, Susie Homemaker, but then she can act like she did to that little kid. You know what I mean? So, it's very, very funny to see just how it's like you just realize, like, Carol, you're really, really fucked up. You're really, really fucked up. Really, Carol, you're fucked up. Anyway, so the doctor gets back in time enough to see Rick and them having to come save Carl. So they're rushing in. They get into the hospital. Rick goes nuts. He runs out. He starts like hatcheting zombies. Michonne like makes sure that Carl's okay. She goes out to help him. He runs out to help. He's like, yo, we gotta go help him. We gotta go do this. And all of a sudden you see everybody rallying. It's like, fuck it, we gotta go do this shit. And it's like everybody starts to come out. Even fucking Gabriel, fucking bitch ass Gabriel, who had pretty much did everything to turn on the group, but he all of a sudden gets it, and he's just like, yo, watch Rick's baby. And they're like, where are you going? And he gives a really good speech about, you know what, we've been sitting here praying for God to help us and to get us out of this situation. Well, God has answered our prayers because he's given all of us the strength inside to do what we must to save ourselves. And that's what we need to do. And he runs out there and he goes to work. You see fucking bitch ass Eugene. He goes to work after Rosetta's like, no, you don't, because we saw him bitch up before in the whole situation. He's like, nope, I got to do this. None of us can back out of this now. We want to survive. We got to do this thing. So he gets some heart. Glenn and the little girl, they save Maggie. You see Abraham and them show up all of a sudden. It was a really cool like ending scene. It was, again, comic book moment, because that's pretty much what happened in comic books. They all had to rally to save themselves at the end and take out those zombies, which was pretty cool. So you get at the end Rick with his speech with Carl, which was cool. Talking about he wants to make a new world, because that's what he did. He was like, yo, and you kind of see, Rick is starting to realize, like, after he almost lost someone he really loves,